Dear friends, today we will discuss electric potential and potential due to point charge. Means today we will start the second chapter of your NCERT book. So first let's discuss electric potential. Before discussing electric potential, I want to tell you one thing. Temperature. What is temperature? What is the role of temperature? You have read in class 11th. Okay. Temperature is a quantity the difference of which makes motion of a heat between two bodies. You will tell this is temperature. The difference of which make motion of a heat. If two bodies has different temperature, then heat moves from one body to another body. Same thing, electric potential, or I am not telling about electric potential, any potential. Potential means it's a quantity, the difference of which between 2 points make motion of something. Motion of what? That depends on which potential you are taking. Potential can be gravitational potential, it can be electric potential. You have read gravitational potential in class 11th. So let's come. If gravitational potential difference happens between 2 points, then what moves? Body moves, mass moves. Similarly, now you can able to understand what is this electric potential. Electric potential is such a quantity. If between 2 points there is difference of this quantity, then what moves in this chapter? Obviously, charge moves. So you understood now, potential is such a quantity. If difference of this quantity happens between 2 points, then charge moves. Provided path should be there. If no path, then it cannot move. Okay. So let's try to understand first what is gravitational potential. Gravitational potential is little easy to understand. Why? Because that is visible to you when the mass moves, when the body moves. But electric potential seems to be little difficult to understand, because here charge moves and the motion of charge is not visible to you, you can't able to see. Let's come to gravitational potential. So gravitational potential, I told you, when difference of this quantity happens, then body moves, then mass moves. If I ask you one question, water is there in the water tank on the top of the roof and tap is in bathroom. How water comes from the why the water comes from the tank to the tap? Okay, your answer, many students give this answer like this: because of gravitational force, because due to earth, because earth attracts the water in downward direction, so the water comes from the tank to the tap. This may be your answer. Most maximum students give the answer like this. But this answer, one 9th class student will tell this answer. It's not wrong, but one 9th class student will tell this answer. But what one +2 student, one 11th, 12th class students will tell the answer? Water comes from the tank to the tap due to difference of a quantity. And what is that quantity? Potential. One 11th class student will tell water flows from the tank to the tap due to difference of potential. Tank is at higher potential, tap is at lower potential. Provided path should be there, I told. And what is the path? Pipe is connected. So water comes from the tank to the tap through the pipe, because tank is at higher potential and tap is at lower potential. So I think you just understood this concept. What is potential? The difference, quantity, the difference of which make motion. If it is gravitational potential, mass moves. If it is electric potential, then charge moves. provided path I told you. In case of water, tap is required. If in case of electric potential, I'll tell you there should be wire should be connected. Okay, then how can you find this potential difference? How can you find the difference of potential between 2 points? How will calculate? One thing I am telling you from the gravitation, again I am telling you, suppose you will take a bucket of water from ground floor to your first floor. Then you have to do some work. Why? Because you are taking the bucket of water. Okay, one 9th class student will tell taking against the gravitational force, but you will tell the water is taken from low potential to higher potential. When object is taken from lower potential to higher potential, then we have to do work. But when the object moves from higher potential to lower potential, then automatically that object moves, and who does the work? Field does the work. The force does the work. But from low potential to higher potential, external agent has to do the work. So bucket of water we take from the ground to the first floor, we have to do work because we are taking from lower potential to higher potential. Same bucket of water you take from ground to second floor. You have to do more work or less work. Okay, so the answer will come more work you have to do. Why more work you have to do? One 9th class student will tell, because more distant it has to travel. We have to travel, we have to move 2 staircases. But you will tell, one 11th class student will tell, why more work is done? Because difference of a potential is more in second case. Between ground and a first floor, what is the difference of a potential? If we compare between ground and a second floor, difference of potential will be more. So more is the difference of potential, more is the work done. More is the difference of potential, more is the work done. So there is some relation between work done and difference of potential, or I can say potential difference. There is some relation between work done and potential difference. What is the relation? Most of students generally tell both are directly proportional. Work done is directly proportional to potential difference. No, dear students, potential difference between 2 points is nothing but work done. That work done itself is potential difference. Means potential difference is not any new quantity for you. What is potential difference? That is equal to work done. But work done when you take unit object, unit mass from one point to another point along any path, because gravitational force is conservative force without any acceleration. I am telling you, the difference of potential between 2 points is nothing but work done. Difference of potential is nothing but work done. That work done is renamed as difference of potential or potential difference. When you take unit mass, only when you take unit mass along any path, because gravitational force is conservative force without any acceleration. What do you mean by without any acceleration? When you take the bucket of water, how much force you give to the bucket of water, how much force you apply to the bucket of water is equal to its weight. When you hold the bucket of water and move, its weight is downward direction. You apply the force in upward direction, and at every instant net force on the bucket of water is 0. Its acceleration at every instant is 0. If the doubt is coming in your mind, no sir, force, how the force will be 0? Okay, Then according to you, suppose I am taking no net force is acting in the upward direction. If net force is acting in the upward direction, suppose you leave the bucket of water, that means the bucket of water will automatically move in the upward direction. Is it moving? No. So at every instant net force on the bucket is 0. So that means we are telling without any acceleration. If it will have acceleration, then the bucket will automatically move upward. Okay. So what is difference of potential, or what is potential difference? How can you find potential difference between 2 points? I told you in form of gravitation. The same thing now will just copy into the electrostatic chapter, to electric chapter. But in electric chapter I can't show you the motion of a charge because it's not visible to you. It will be difficult to understand. So I just bring the concept from gravitation to electrostatic. So now here, what is electric potential difference? Let's first understand what is electric potential difference, then we will come to electric potential. Potential is a very difficult concept in physics. Try to understand this one. So what is electric potential difference? Electric potential difference between 2 points. Between 2 points, this is one point A, this is one point B. Between 2 points is the amount of work done to take unit mass. No, not here unit mass, here unit charge, means test charge, from one point to another point along any path. Along any path, you can take like this, you can take like this, along any path, because electrostatic force is also conservative force, without any acceleration. So now you got the definition of electric potential difference. So electric potential difference, potential symbol we will write V. V is the symbol for potential and delta is for difference. Electric potential difference between 2 points is the amount of work done to bring unit charge from one point to another point along any path without any acceleration. So this is the potential difference, and what will be its formula? Work done per unit positive charge. To bring unit positive charge, test charge I told you, work done per unit positive charge. So this is the potential difference. Whenever you take one charge from one point to another point, whenever you take test charge or unit positive charge from one point to another point, we will calculate always potential difference. The 2 points will have some potential, we will always calculate potential difference. But can you suggest me how I will calculate potential at a point? How I will calculate potential at a point? If I want to calculate potential, suppose I want to calculate potential at point B. At point B, I want to know what is the value of potential. Then what I will do? How can you find the potential at point B? So this is the potential difference between these 2 points. So I write this is VB minus VA, difference of potential. Okay, final point minus initial point. Charge moves like this, final point minus initial point. So this is the potential difference I calculated. But how can I calculate potential at point B? How is it possible? Is it possible? Because when you take the body, take the test charge from one point to another point, some work is done. Some work done means that is the difference of potential. But how can you find potential? Yes, I can find potential at a point. How I will find the potential at a point? If at point B, if this potential will be equal to 0, if this potential is 0, then this one is nothing but potential at point B now. Now then that the potential at point B will be calculated. Then what is the definition of electric potential at a point? How will find electric potential at a point? will bring unit mass from such a point where potential is zero. Means we will bring the unit mass from a zero potential point. Where is that zero potential point? That zero potential point can be anywhere. But universally we know at infinite potential is zero. So for that we all are taking infinite as zero potential point. But it's not always correct. We can take any other point also where potential is zero. But we always will consider throughout our study at infinite potential is zero. So what is the definition of potential at point B? Potential at any point is the amount of work done to bring unit positive charge from A now goes to infinite because its potential is zero, from infinite to that point along any path without any acceleration. Again I am telling you, potential at a point is the amount of work done to bring unit positive charge from infinite to that point along any path without any acceleration. So potential now V is equal to W by Q naught, work done for unit positive charge. So this is the potential. This is our potential formula. I hope you understand what is potential, and when the difference of this happens, then charge moves. Okay. So, but another thing I am telling you, when in case of mass, what happen? Mass move always from higher potential to lower potential automatically. When external agent take from lower potential to higher potential. But in case of charge, it is different. If charge is positive, it moves from higher potential to lower potential. If charge is negative, it moves from lower potential to higher potential automatically by the field. But when external agent do in the reverse way accordingly. Okay, I am again telling you, positive charge move from higher potential to lower potential, negative charge always move from lower potential to higher potential. Now let's come. So this is the expression of potential. So it is scalar or vector? Obviously it's a scalar quantity because it's nothing but work done. Work done is just renamed as potential. So it is nothing but work done. Then what about its units? SI unit. See, this is joule, this is coulomb. Joule per coulomb. So this is volt. You know this unit in lower classes, volt, or you will also using in day-to-day life that 220 volt or home delivery current, home delivery power supply voltage. Okay, so this is volt. This is the SI unit. Then what is the CGS unit? CGS unit again it has two types, or per start coulomb. So this will be start volt, then or per half coulomb. So this is a volt. Then this is up to you. I have left 1 volt is equal to dash start volt. 1 volt is equal to dash half volt. That is this is the question for you. Dash start volt and 1 volt is equal to dash half volt. This is the question for you. You will solve that question, okay, using this formula. So then come to what is the dimensional formula of this potential. Dimensional formula now you see. Dimensional formula write this is for work M1 L2 T minus 2. Then this is for charge A1 T1. Then you will solve it. So this is about electric potential. It's a very difficult concept. I hope you understand. Now electric potential. Now we go how we'll find potential due to a point charge. Now let's discuss how we'll find potential due to a point charge. Before that I want to tell you another thing. This difference of potential formula I have already told you. This is the difference of potential between 2 points. Del V is equal to W by Q naught. This is the differential potential. Or I can write this one, W is equal to Q naught into del V. Means what you understand here? Del V I can write, you see, del V I can write, if I am taking from A to B, this is Vp minus Va, final minus initial. So this is one formula to solve many questions. This can be formula, this can be formula. Suppose between 2 points you see A and B, there is potential difference is given, this is del V, and you are taking one charge Q. If you take one charge Q from one point to another point, suppose you take charge Q, I was taking Q naught at that time, I wrote Q naught, but if you take Q, then what is the work done? Work done W is equal to Q into del V. This is the formula for you when you take one point to another point. Work done W is equal to Q into del V. Is it clear? This formula you can use to solve many questions. I told you, when there is difference of potential, then work is done. If this potential is higher, this is lower, this charge is positive. If this potential is higher, A is higher and B is lower, charge is positive, then the charge automatically moves by the field. But if this charge is negative, but this is higher potential, this is lower potential, I told you negative charge by the field are automatically move from lower potential to higher potential, but A is higher, so external agent has to take the charge from A to B. You will understand also that in better way in the proceeding. When you proceed this chapter, you will understand this one in better way. So now let's come to find the potential at a particular due to point charge. Potential due to point charge. This is point charge Q. Let's find potential due to this point charge. This point charge has the field around it. I want to find the potential at this point. Suppose this is point A. I will find potential at this point. Which the distance are? How I will find potential at point A? What is the procedure? We have to bring unit positive charge from infinite. From infinite I will bring from infinite unit positive charge. To which point? To point A I will bring. Okay, so I am bringing unit positive charge Q naught. When I bring Q naught towards A, this Q apply force on Q naught. Let's take one point here. Suppose this point is B, which is at a distance x. Q naught is here. What is the force on Q naught? F. Use Coulomb's law. F is equal to K Q naught by x square. This is the Coulomb's force. Is the force constant? No, force is not constant. When the charge is coming towards x decreases, gradually force increases. When we are going to calculate work done, we cannot calculate using F dot S formula. We have to integrate F dot ds integration, for which I take the variable x. I took any point here in between between infinite to point A. I take one point, let's take B is any point, and the distance x, I took the variable x, and this is the expression of force. We will calculate the work done by integration method. So what is the work done? To bring from infinite to point A. Now see that work done is the potential. So F dot dx, this is integration. Okay, and what about this F? This is positive charge. I have taken positive. This is by default positive. Unit positive charge always positive, that is. So force is in this direction. This is the force direction. But you are taking this charge here. Dx. Dx is here. Q naught is coming from infinite to point A. Dx is here. Force is there. Because positive repel. Angle between them is 180 to M dx cos 180. So it is coming minus. Then you put the F expression. k cube q naught by x square dx. What will be the limit of x? When q naught is at infinite, what is the value of x? Infinite. When q naught come, now will come to which point? Point A. When q naught will come finally to point A, what will be the value of x? R. Then your limits are infinite r is equal to minus constant k cube q naught taken to outside x to the power minus 2 dx integration infinite to r. This x to the power 2 become x to the power minus 2 k q naught, then x to the power minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1. This is the integration formula. Again I am telling you, x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 infinity to r. Then work done w is equal to minus k q naught. Here 1 minus 1 come, so minus 1 here, and here it will become x to the power minus 1 infinity to r. Minus minus it become plus, then this is 1 by x infinity to r k q naught 1 by r. First upper limit, then minus lower limit, but this tends to 0 to k q naught by r. So this is the work done to bring unit positive charge from infinite to point A. So this is the work done. But our focus is on potential. Then what is the potential expression? V is equal to W by Q naught. You put W here, Q naught cancel, K Q by R, this is the expression of G. Potential due to point charge expression V is equal to K Q by R. Then, now we do some analysis on this formula. Potential is coming positive. Q is positive charge. Potential also answer will come positive. Potential is a scalar quantity, I have told you, but it comes positive. Why this potential is come positive? We have taken positive charge. When charge is positive, then this potential will be positive. What is the meaning of positive potential? Positive potential means, always remember, force is repulsive. Force is repulsive. That means positive potential. But if I will take this source charge as negative, suppose Q is negative. If Q negative, now see force and dx both will in the same direction. 180 degree will not come. Then 1 minus sign will remain in the expression. If this Q is negative, then this potential will come negative. Potential will come negative. What is the meaning of negative potential? Means force is attractive. Force is attractive. You just remind your class 11th. Your gravitational force is always attractive. So gravitational potential is always negative. Negative potential means force is attractive. Positive potential means force is repulsive. Here two signs will come in potential because this is electric force which can be attractive, can be repulsive. So also potential will be positive and negative. Positive potential means, I am again telling you, force is repulsive. Negative potential means force is attractive for unit positive charge. Is it clear? So this is the meaning. Another thing also I am telling you while doing the numericals in potential. In place of a charge, you have to take its sign. If the charge is given positive, you put positive. In place of Q, put positive. If charge is given in minus, suppose minus 2 coulomb, you have to put your minus 2 so that V will come in minus. Also, if in potential minus and plus, minus is always less than plus because it is a scalar, it is not a vector. In force, minus plus has not any less or greater meaning, but in potential minus plus means minus is less than plus. Okay, and 0 is greater than minus. 0 is greater than minus potential. So this is about the positive and negative sign of potential. Now let's come how potential depends on R. Potential is inverse proportional to R. So now let's do the graph. V versus R graph. How the graph will be? Inversely proportional graph. and inversely proportional graph. Why two graphs? This is for positive charge, this is for negative charge. V versus R graph. But if the graph will be V versus 1 by R, V versus 1 by R, then how the graph will be? Directly proportional. V directly proportional to 1 by R. This is for positive charge, this is for negative charge. V versus 1 by R. But one thing now you are getting confused. What is the intensity expression for point charge? KQ by R square. What is E and R graph? E versus R. That is inversely. E versus R graph, V versus R graph, both are looking alike. Both are same. Both are alike. Is there a difference? The difference will come if you draw both graph on one graph paper. On one graph when we will draw, we will take one graph, we will take up this point V, in this, along this axis we will take V as well as we will take E. V versus R will draw, E versus R will draw. How the graph will be? It's a very important question. Okay, so this question I am leaving for you. You will solve this question. Then after that I am giving also after this concept. So some questions you can solve from your NCERT book, your example 2.1, 2.2, then also exercise question 2.1, 2.2, also additional exercise, first two questions you can able to solve. So I am giving you 6 questions from your NCERT book to solve after completely listening, after understanding this video. Thank you.